Show. You ready to start the show? Give me a hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to make a ton of noise for your host tonight, Mr. Cody Lemke, everybody.
Good evening, Madison. I'm your host, Cody Lemke. Welcome to 2018. I think we're off to a pretty strong start. We got frozen hellscapes. We got dick measuring contests with nuclear weapons. Strong start, guys. Real strong start. A little bit about me. I don't like commercials. I don't like advertisements. I don't like watching them. I don't like their slogans. I think if the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, then you need some serious help. Especially don't like those slogans that are meant to demean my dignity as a human being. Responsibility. What's your policy? Why, hookers and blow. Thank you for asking. So I was watching Sesame Street the other day because, fuck you. And it was the part of the show where one of these things is not like the other, and you gotta pick it out because it doesn't belong. Which is kind of creepy and fascist sounding for Sesame Street, but point is, me and Grover are trying to figure this shit out, right? So there's 4 circles. 2 of the circles are completely identical, so they're out. Even fucking Grover knows that. One of the circles is smaller than the others, but the last circle is the only thick circle. It's kind of the same size as the others, but it's the only thick circle. So in my brain, when I'm given a choice between the small one and the thick one, I'm going with the thick one every time. That's just how I'm wired. You know, I don't want the small one. I want the thick one, right? Yeah. Anyway, this whole time Grover's over here, and he can't get his shit together at all. He's just like, oh, I don't know. It could be this. It could be that. I'm like, Jesus, Grover, you fucking muppet. The answer is obvious. Let's just do this. So the song gets done. The answer is revealed. And of course, it was the small circle because, you know, that's the one that's not like the others, which is bullshit. You're telling me there's 2 right answers, but one of them's more right? What is this, the fucking SATs? I thought this was Sesame Street. Of course, Grover got it right, the blue bastard. He's receiving all kinds of praise and accolades for his intellectual prowess. Oh, that's right, Grover, big and small, big and small. Yeah, okay. But what about thickness and girth, huh? Does that count for anything, Grover? It was embarrassing, man. They brought out the count. Big, small, Yeah, fuck off, you undead number cruncher. Shapes aren't your department. So I recently found out that there exists a giant 40-foot tall, inflatable, Titanic-themed water slide. Now, if you guys are having trouble picturing this, do you remember the part in the movie when the ass end of the ship rises up out of the water? And all those people slide screaming down the decks to their watery grave? Well, it's like that, except it's a goddamn water slide that's fun for the whole family. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. They say that tragedy plus time equals comedy, but maybe we can draw the line at tragedy plus time equals water slides. I know a lot of you probably don't care. After all, the Titanic was like 100 years ago. And that part where they're sliding down the decks does look like it was a lot of fun to film. But don't come bitching to me in 50 years when they're putting in the Hurricane Katrina log flume next to the Columbine laser tag. You've been warned. I will not be buying a ticket to the 9/11 Tower of Terror, and that makes me a good person. So I get a lot of compliments on my voice, and it's pretty great, but have you ever heard a recording of your own voice played back to you? It's fucked up. If you've never had that experience, let me just assure you that you sound like an asshole, all right? At least you will to yourself, okay? For example, I used to think that I didn't have an accent, right? I was raised up north, up by the UP, but, you know, I don't sound like that. And I'm, oh, yeah, hey, you know? And I'm like, okay, so this is fine, I'm gonna go into radio. So back in high school, I had this internship at a local radio station, and I'm sitting in the booth, and I'm like, today we'll have highs in the mid to low 50s, dropping down into the 30s for the evening, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm fucking Brian Williams over here. So I hit stop, I rewind it, I play it back, and I hear, oh, yeah, there is, give me around 50, 52 today. dropping down into the dirties. Oh, Christy there, it's gonna be a bit nibbling, don't you know? Fuck. It's me. I had to come to terms with it, you know? It's not a bout, it's a boat. I'm okay with that now. All right, folks, that's all the time there is for me. I'm your host, Cody Lemke.